me, and she ended up.
That's the one I keep flying in here, 115 as everybody was walking out.
She wanted to.
She girl, they let her. And.
Yeah, and she's not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, but I didn't know this was-
No, she switched.
She doesn't know him.
See, she hadn't.
What's the dimension up there?
She switched.
30 feet,
No, 20 feet.
So actually, she could stay on her property and get by her house.
She technically could, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she owns.
Yeah, she had a little bit of time, yeah.
There's a bunch of brush and stuff.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's actually some kind of. Used to be a garden. I guess.
One kind of building.
Yeah, there's a little hut right there.
She's down in this, they get over there. They're all resettled by this, and there won't be, well,
I think she had all these apartments.
pieces, yeah, well, there'd be
Big two lots.
I'm not sure.
So it's still gonna be two lots.
We're gonna come down.
We're gonna buy these.
We're gonna buy those, and the two separate lots instead of there being.
Rain, just be shade.
So really, there's, for now, there's no plan to build anything
Without,
for the right of way.
no,
No.
you know, you abandoned, didn't put a house there because
One of these.
setbacks on that. They're gonna build two houses. One on the north half. South half. But we're just gonna do away with all. that.
After I got this. Lord knows it. All right. Don't know if it's on the agenda today, no. Possible, they spell all of it. They forgot to use it. Okay. It is 1 o'clock. We need to call the Harrison Planning Commission to order. James, could we have a roll call, please?
Pat Brown,
Here.
Jeff Pratt,
Here.
David O'Neill,
Here.
Blaze Cook,
Here.
Drew Vining,
Here.
Dean Kraus,
Here.
Joel Williams.
Here.
You have a full vote.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is a public hearing. If you have, do we have a sign-in sheet? Do we need one? Probably not. Let's not mess with it for sign-in sheet. We've got 3 different items to discuss. If you are interested in coming and talking in regards to or for or against either one of these, we will do this in order. I would like to limit comments to 3 minutes, please. So the first request we have is a variance for the rear lot setback on a vacant lot located at 510 South Hickory. Is there anybody here that wants to speak in regards to that request? Nobody? Okay. That item is closed. There's, second item is a request to rezone 1380 Bunker Road from an R1 single family to an A1 suburban agricultural. Is there anybody here to speak in regards to that? Yes, come up. If you'd please come up and state your name. Yeah, just to that microphone, I'm sorry.
My name is Wayne Holder and I live on Bachman Cutoff. And I drive by this address on a regular basis. And as far as the rezoning goes, I was just curious how that was going to affect my neighborhood and what it was being converted to.
Basically be converted to back to agricultural that, farm animals, whatever. I mean, any agricultural business that could go within that confine, use.
And I'm good with that.
Yes. You're welcome. Thank you. Come up to the front, please. Uh, okay, well, we'll come back to. I'm sorry.
They didn't have any.
They didn't have any, so. Anybody else in regards to the rezone on Bunker Road? That item is closed. Third item is to rezone 105 East Rush Avenue from a C2 office commercial to an R3 medium density residential to a C3 general commercial. Is there anybody here that would speak in regards? Yes, come up to the podium, please.
Next door neighbor on,
Please state your name.
I'm Carrie Myers and I'm the next door neighbor on Chestnut Street. We connect on the back. Did I understand correctly that it'll end up being C3 or it will end up being R?
No, it would be currently right now it's zone C2
Yes, sir.
and R3. There's a portion of it that's R3. The request is to zone it to an to a C3 strictly.
No problem. I do not have a problem with that. I misunderstood. But when I read it, I thought you were putting it all in a residential setting.
No,
And I would have a problem with that.
sure. No, I understand. Just a small portion of it is residential. The other portion is currently C2.
I misunderstood.
Okay. Anybody else in regards to the rezone? At this point, we will close the public hearing. And now we would go into our Board of Adjustments, new business. I'm sorry.
Did you want to do the minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the minutes. Thank you. We need to, has everybody had a chance to review our November 25th of 2025 minutes? I know that's been some time ago, but, any questions, comments? What's the wish of the commission?
Make a motion, we move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Jane. Yeah. New business is a variance request for 10510 South Hickory. Do we have somebody here that would like to speak in regards to that?
Hi, Scott Martin, I'm with Stewart Construction. I don't have anything to speak about unless anybody has any questions for me.
Any questions from the commissioners? I have a question. I mean, in fact, I guess comments that were received from the city, there were no public comments received. There's a minimum lot area required for a duplex for R3 is 7,000 square feet. The subject property has properties square footage of 7,800 square feet. So that's in F full. The plans did not show anything for parking. What's the plan for
The parking would be at either end of the building.
that would be required 2 parking spaces per duplex. Is there adequate?
Yeah,
We've not seen plans in regards to what's being proposed.
yeah, because we haven't submitted any plans yet until it was continue on.
The other issue that I saw is that there's a pretty substantial grade elevation between the street and the proposed front of the building. How is that going to be handled for?
So the There was an existing greenhouse that was dug down for and all that to be built up to be level.
Right, but the grade from the road down to what your proposed building setback is.
That would be a retaining wall in that area to prevent erosion.
And then you would step down into the residence.
No, sir, it would sit on the level part of the grade.
Yeah, that's not enough room for parking.
Yeah, I would actually have to go at the ends of the building at either end. It's a lot.
But your entrances are over here.
Yes, they'd have to walk around the building.
But you're not gonna have enough space for 2 parking spaces over here with 20 feet.
Of course, they could move there's a little more room on the front, but still you get back to the setback line.
Sketch, cut it off, that was just for my notes, yeah.
There's another one, these got.
Okay,
So this one.
Oh.
But, you know, they're showing one building here to start with, and then they put another one.
Yeah, there
up
was,
here.
I saw where there was being proposed with two buildings.
But the lot is so small that. So better picture than. You have that.
Yeah, that's, yeah,
There's 30 feet on this.
30, yeah.
So what was this guy, 20? They could be.
Yeah.
When you do, it's like you were talking about, let's see. So this is the uphill side. This is the side.
No, this is the uphill.
This is uphill?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
This is the uphill side.
Yeah, this is the upside. Yeah. This is the slope. Yeah, this is where I was talking about. Where's the retaining wall going?
So the retaining wall would actually sit in this in here. That's where, I thought that's the slope that you were talking about.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the slope from here to here. I mean, it's at least probably close to 24 to 30 inches.
Are you talking about from Crawley to the front?
Probably to the front of the apartment or.
So the driveway should have to come from, probably drive down here,
Yeah.
and here just a straight shot,
Mhm.
but you may need more room than that. What,
Yeah.
was it parking space 12 foot wide or something?
Well,
Let's see,
the code requires 12 by, I mean, 9 by 20.
coming this way.
Yeah. Yeah, but you'd be literally parked up. I mean, if you park in here.
How are you
you'd
gonna
be-
get into that western drive? If it's coming off the end of the building, there's a.
Other one could park is either here. Or here,
Yeah.
it's on the front here.
There's just not enough.
Here's
room.
18, and the thing is really small.
Yeah,
really
well, that's
narrow.
the variance request they're asking for from 25 down to 18.
You know, I mean, if you're coming, are you gonna get into that western drive if you have no access to pull in unless you're coming in straight?
Right.
And you don't have room to do.
So they've got this has got to be 20 feet here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, I mean,
You can't do much there.
yeah, I mean, they could pull the building up a little bit and
Yeah,
it
but
would reach
it's just a foot.
but not gonna help anything. Like I say, the biggest issue I see is the grade elevation from here to your front door on here. It's at least 24 inches. You're gonna have water running off into the front of this structure. He's trying to get it around and not flooding this property. I think it used to be originally part of this, used to be part of that, wasn't it?
It as well.
Oh, you on this?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a carport right here. This. I'm gonna tough and tight.
This time.
Any other questions to the developer? What's the wish of the commissioners? Asking for an 8-foot rear setback variance. Went from 25 feet to 18.32 feet. It's a request.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. We have a second. This motion did not carry from lack of a second. So. Next item is new business on 1380 Bunker Road. The applicant is requesting to zone from a R1 to an A1 agricultural. Staff comments. The adjacent area residential to the north is R1, to the west is R1, to the south is A1, and to the east is R1. Basically staff comments, any objections adjacent to the, other than objections from the adjacent property owners, the staff has no objections. The applicant, would you like to come up and speak in regards to this?
I'm not, yeah.
Or you, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Charlie.
Charlie?
Questions, try to answer any, address anything.
Any questions to Charlie? Basically just going back to an agricultural.
Yes.
How many acres is it?
See. You know.
805. Nine.
8.05. Thanks. It's I'd pull my information now that I know that. Any questions? Any comments? I think this slide, was it Johnson's old? Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yes.
What's the wish of the commissioners?
Make a motion, we go ahead and approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the rezone. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next item is the rezone request at 501 East Rush Avenue in the city of Harrison. The owners requesting that the property be rezoned from an R, part of the land is R3, and the other remaining portion of it is C2. And the owners wishing to change the zoning to C3, which would allow for the use of, or the applicants looking at purchasing the building for a automobile parking. You know, I talked to Wade about this, and really the only other option would have been to go, because it does butt up to a R2. And we felt like it probably didn't need to go to industrial zoning. And we thought that this was probably the best course of action for that. So, and I know the city's not here to discuss that, but
Make a motion to approve.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And who seconded that motion?
Sorry.
You made the motion, correct?
Yes.
Who was the second?
No, dude.
Okay, thank you.
Second item we have, our third item we have is the property located, proposed development located at 567 Harness Road. Applicant is looking at building a veterinarian clinic. They have submitted plans to the city, and there are a couple of items that Wade has looked at, and I don't know if y'all have had a chance to review those, but there's some inconsistencies in the plans as far as between the architectural and the civil plans. So we really weren't sure exactly which ones dictated. Josh, can you address that?
Yes, sir, I sure can. First, let me, this is a. I know one of the comments that was made was that we'll have to do it. We didn't have the pipe size, so first of all, that'll clear up that question. And then second of all, the architectural plans that recently has drawn and designed. If you can tell by the drawings, it must go detailed. And that will be, that shows the landscapes, parking lot, and you too.
Yes, you do. So the civil will not control at
No,
all?
no, the civil will actually control the drainage, and the retention.
Okay.
And other than that, the architecture will be what we'll utilize for the remainder of the day.
So this is what I was referring to, this civil plan really did not match up at all. Well, I shouldn't say at all, but for the most part with the architectural plans. Probably the big, I guess, we'll just go through each one of them. Minimum setbacks, it looks like everything's in compliance with it. The height requirement complies with the zoning. The architectural elevations, I don't think there was any issues with that. Stormwater detention, I'm assuming that's what this is.
Yes.
Addressing.
The kitchen was all detailed on the plans, he just forgot the pipe size.
Okay, so it didn't, so you don't have the inverts on there for this proposed storm sewer.
Okay.
We need to get that information. Then plans indicate connection to the existing 8-inch water line along Harness just north. Sewer is not currently available at the site. You're going to propose.
Yes, yeah, there's conversations, the owner has had conversations with Wade about the availability and then how to get that actually to the site.
I guess looking at extending about 260 feet of 8-inch sewer line.
Yes.
And the other item that was missing is sidewalks along Bunker and Harness.
Yes, we did. That was brought to our attention. Is that something that being that it's, and I think that, the architect left it off to considering it was residential on both sides. I mean, obviously, it's something that we.
Well, you know, as Harness is getting redirected, I mean, I think you're only gonna look at additional traffic and
Right.
I mean, it's a code requirement.
Okay. I don't think the owner would have a problem with the sidewalk.
I might have a couple questions about it.
Go ahead, come up.
Yeah,
Josh just stated one of them, just as far as right now, at least it kind of sidewalks to nowhere. I don't anticipate going east that there would be an extension of that sidewalk. You can go all the way to Cottonwood, there's not any, and then same way with residences going to 65. I definitely understand wanting sidewalks. I'm a huge fan of continuous sidewalks. I just don't feasible that is right there. It just seems like it wouldn't. And just at the vet clinic where it is now, I did surgery this morning and see a lot of foot traffic on 65, but there's no sign. I don't know. Seems maybe a little inconsistent where the vast majority of the foot traffic is crossing in front of Big 5. There's not any, so I don't know. That was my own comments in this.
So you asking for a variance?
I would love that. Yeah.
Okay, because that's not part of this application, so.
Okay.
um,
Could it be discussed today and approval based on the variance, or does that need to be?
I mean, I guess it could be discussed, and I mean, if it's in favor of the commission.
But to, to Josh's point, absolutely, I mean, it's required to do it.
Well, it is,
From a
it is a code requirement.
Right, we did know that.
It will be a variance.
Yeah, I didn't understand if that had to be requested prior to that.
The biggest thing is making sure that we've got all that these dimensions control. I mean, we've got landscaping that has to go in. And if you base it off of the civil plans, there's issues with that. But, for instance, the screening that's going to be required along this east property line because it's butting up to the residential. So, and then making sure you have enough room so your bumpers don't overhang this fence.
And I think all that's pretty well laid out on the architectural side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where the screen fence is shown and also curves and the buildings that are going those.
Anybody any comments in regards to sidewalks? No
Are we
sidewalks?
talking about allowing the variance to come into this meeting and then voting on the variance?
Well, we could just make, we can just make it part of this application.
I was gonna say, from a procedural standpoint, if we accept his application as submitted and there's no sidewalks on here, we're basically doing that, aren't we?
But Wade just missed putting sidewalks on there. What sidewalks are a code requirement. That will be a contingent upon approval.
Okay.
And I had discussed that, I think, with
I know that's something that we have discussed for years. And I don't know how you ever fix it, but the sidewalks to nowhere is.
I understand, but eventually they end up going somewhere eventually, you hope.
As people build
Yeah,
next door.
I mean, that's the whole idea is that as people continue to develop it, who knows what's gonna happen along Harness.
I
I
know
mean, Harness is gonna become
we've given
a.
some in the past. Did we
Yeah.
take monetary value?
What we have done that where they posted a bond.
That way for future, if it did ever arise.
That has been done in the past. Why you have to come up with that value, what that figure would be.
So what's required would be a sidewalk on Bunker
And
Harness.
Harness, that's correct.
Would it go all the way into their property?
The property line, the property line.
Like Mr. Pratt says, if it's a requirement that's been discussed and will be issued anywhere growth is, because there's no, like, where does the sidewalk go? you know, I get how you.
You know, who knows? I don't know what's gonna develop along Harness or now that becomes major. That's gonna be a major connector once they've got the realignment.
Yeah, there'll finally be a stoplight and way to get in and out without going through the parking lot and bank and now the medical plaza.
Yeah, it'll get a lot more traffic. The city's gonna have to look at redoing Harness and probably, Bunker before long.
And then what's down the road from on Harness, it's houses, isn't it?
Well, there's the golf course.
Down.
Well, on Harness.
Harness is back toward the highway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's just houses.
Just houses, just houses. You know, eventually those may become commercial developments. You just never know.
Or if the street is upgraded, then they would put sidewalks through there, especially by those houses.
It's curved and guttered right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it does have some retention in it, but obviously, I mean, it's got some drainage in it also.
I mean, it's fairly wide. I can't imagine it being widened any more than it is.
Yeah, but I don't think, because the houses on both sides of the property are fairly new. I don't want to say, they're eighties or, seventies or eighties homes. It's just, it looks like it'd be a pretty far fetched in the future to think about, at that point, we're safety guessing, could that be a 4-lane? All that we put in has to be torn out anyway.
I doubt it, but yeah.
If we're just guessing 20 years in the future, many things kind of possible right there.
Commissioners.
It's also a safety issue with, if there is no place for people to walk, they gotta walk in the road.
They walk in the road.
I know it's just a short distance there, but I mean.
I'll be honest, that's why I wrote about take 5. I don't really know the regulations on 65, but I see a lot of people walking there.
I understand. We've had sidewalks, they should, would, woulda, coulda.
Well, I just assumed that, well, maybe not.
The wish of the commissioners for the large scale development plan.
Are we voting contingent on sidewalks being included?
Mhm. Or an exception to, or part of.
Okay. I'm gonna make you may not get a second again. I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the plans as submitted with, with the sidewalk variance granted. I don't know if we can do that, if he's gotta file a separate variance or, I don't want to approve plans and then you have to come back at another meeting to do a variance. I mean, I think we need to address it now.
The plans do not show sidewalks.
Correct.
And it's a requirement of the code.
Okay, so my point is, we need to address the code variance then at this meeting, or he's stuck with plans that he really can't move forward with unless he does the sidewalk. I mean, if we tell him, hey, the sidewalk's gonna.
Well, we can address the sidewalks as a separate variance request at this point, I guess. So do we allow the?
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go, is what are we going, we need to give them direction.
Obviously, if we can gain approval minus the sidewalks today, that kind of moves everything in a positive direction. And if we need to revisit the sidewalks in a more formal manner next month, that's totally okay.
Well, either we approve the plans or we don't approve the plans. I mean, the plans are with, we can approve them with the sidewalk or without the sidewalk.
You can get it done today.
Get it done today, but,
I do like that.
but
Well, hang on,
my
Sam.
comment is the sidewalks are a requirement of the code. So if we approve the plans, it's gonna have sidewalks.
So is that Jeff's motion?
That's not my motion.
That's not, that was not his motion.
That was not my motion. Okay, then, well, my motion never got seconded, so I would make a motion to how do I want to word it?
Or can we approve the plans with sidewalks today? And then come back and request a variance later to remove them?
Absolutely.
Would that be the easiest way?
So moved.
That would be the easiest. Is let's approve it with sidewalks and then we'll file a formal variance and then come back next month.
I second.
To visit about review.
That would be the easiest way.
Okay.
Is that Jeff's motion?
Okay, so we have a
That'll
motion.
help from here out.
And now, who seconded that?
I'm sorry.
Who seconded that motion?
So we have a motion to approve the plan with the sidewalk. We have a second. Any additional discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, that would have been the easiest for sure. Okay, is there any other items to come before this commission?
Park Avenue.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's our street, Pat. Our street, yeah. We do have a request to vacate an easement located at 1271 West Park Avenue. Charlie?
This Highland Park subdivision, with a never developed subdivision. It abuts, meets and bounds, and it also abuts another subdivision, lots. And my client, Mr. and Miss Horton, have purchased some of the lots and are asking to abandon this dedicated by plat alley. There's no physical alley there. And if granted, then we're going to replat these multiple lots.
So it's currently 6 different lots divided by an easement, correct?
Get by an alley.
By an alley easement.
Yes.
That does not exist.
And the alley, it terminates at a meets and bounds piece of property, so there's no future way of continuing that alley on.
Right.
It actually currently terminates in a house.
I was gonna say, it looks like it runs right over part of the house.
It does. It goes into the living room. So. Yeah,
So you're
just,
gonna replat it at some point?
Later, my clients they're wishing to build 2 houses. And instead of the house setting on 2 3/4 of a lot and 2 1/2, we're just going to replat it into 2 contiguous.
and include the easement onto the north.
Yes, if the alley's abandoned, we will throw that alley into the northern lot, which coincidentally puts it within just a couple of square feet of being even amount size acreage.
You know, I guess the question beckons, what happens with the remaining easement that exists on the other platted piece? Should that be vacated as well? Mayor?
If you're going,
I want to pay it.
Yeah,
Charlie, could you show him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna vacate that alley, you might as well do the whole alley,
Yeah, I mean, I know Miss
even though they didn't.
Miss Greenlee's not here. I mean, it's Greenlee owns it, but
Previously, there was a unapproved lot split done by another surveyor. And they described this by means and bounds and sold the house and the alley. Can't legally have it.
And-
So my.
What we do here is we,
Property.
And there was.
recommend to the council to vacate.
that's correct.
So.
Good.
Yeah,
Just a
it's
thing.
not, yeah, it's just a recommendation, all the recommendations go on it. And that's what I'm saying, make it happen. Well,
That's-
go ahead and vacate it.
The whole thing.
Be done with it.
The alley goes all the way.
Keep someone else later have to come back for a little piece.
Well, if she ever sells the house, I'm surprised when she bought it.
Yeah, that
She didn't show up.
Okay, this is just my opinion. We have no alley. Yeah,
That's correct.
yeah.
I'm surprised when Miss Greenlee bought the house that this didn't come up in the first place, because she would have bought it at easement.
One would think the title company would.
One would think.
Now, survey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would see no problem in abandoning an alley that doesn't.
Don't you think? I mean, just include the abandonment of both,
Oh, yeah.
of the alley on both pieces, recommend to the city council.
Oh, sure, the whole thing from
Yes.
one end to another, because it's probably a fire danger right now. You
Maybe.
can't turn around. Or you.
Well, there's
It was never done.
It was never done. It's just a, I mean, you couldn't, I didn't, even-
Track,
I've driven by there
it's
for,
a yard.
yeah, since 1989, and I didn't know there was an alley there.
I mean, Tommy and I, Tom Hudson and I, we looked at purchasing the lots, we didn't want the house. But that was our thought at that time, was we would see about getting the alley thing.
So,
Yeah,
I would make a motion that we recommend to the city council to abandon the entire alley
on both tracks.
on both tracks.
second.
We have a motion and a second from Blaze. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Now, we have, is there any other business that needs to come before this commission? If not, would anybody like to make a motion for adjourn?
I so move.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Appreciate it.
That one.